Hopefully by now you've watched the video about the artist Alma Woodsey Thomas in the slide before this. Today we are going to be creating an abstract piece of art inspired by Alma Woodsey Thomas. Abstract art is art that doesn't really represent anything realistic. Abstract art usually shows things that have shapes and lines and color, but no representation of people, places, or things. Kind of like you see here, shapes, colors, bold lines. We're going to be using that as inspiration for our artwork this week. This first example, I'm using watercolor. If you choose to use watercolor, you'll get your paintbrush wet, swirl it in a color that you choose, and start with a simple shape anywhere on your paper. I started with yellow, and I'm starting with a very simple circle. Around that circle, I'm going to choose a new color and create some really simple brush strokes, turning my paper as I go, making small dashed lines, one ring at a time, and we're going to continue with colors radiating from the center all the way to the edge of our paper, trying different colors, different mark thickness with our paintbrushes. As you start to get to the edge, and you'll notice you might not be able to make complete circles, that's okay. You'll just make pieces of circles and curved shapes. Again, trying different techniques, different shapes, different sizes. I think I'm going to go back to a skinnier line. See if you can make shapes that are a little bit more clean. You can fill your paper with rings of lines with just that one shape, or add a few more shapes to fill up the rest of the white space. But do your best to merge those shapes together and fill it all in. This student just used one circle shape and filled the whole space with its curved lines. All right, here comes the second option with our markers, colored pencils, and crayon. If you don't have watercolors, or if you don't feel like using them, guess what? That's a-okay. We can use things like crayons, colored pencils, markers. A combination of all of them would be even better. We're gonna get out all the art supplies that we have today and make our Alma Woodsey Thomas inspired art project. So to start, you can put a shape anywhere on your paper. I think I'm gonna put mine right in the middle, and I think I'm gonna start with a heart. You could start with something as simple as a circle or a square. For this example, I think I'm going to go in rainbow order, but you absolutely do not have to go in rainbow order. You can think of the primary colors, you could think of warm and cool colors, you could use your favorite colors. It doesn't matter to me. I just want you to try something new, but I'm going to go in rainbow order, and I think I'm going to go with the crayon next. And I noticed that Alma Woodsey Thomas's artwork has a lot of movement and really short, chunky, sometimes thin, but brush strokes that are like dash lines, sort of, or like little bricks. So I'm gonna do that. They almost look like little stitches. And sometimes when I look at her artwork, it no big deal. if it were in rainbow order, it would be what? Roy G. Biv, right? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. But no big deal. Mistakes are what help us grow. I'm gonna keep it just the way it is and keep going because it's no big deal. So, I think next I'm gonna switch to a light green. So if you make a mistake, just take a breath, think about your pattern, think about, does it really matter? Can I fix that? Or could I just change it out when I go around a second time and make it okay? And chances are that'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna keep going for a little bit and fast forward. All right, I'm back to the beginning of my pattern, and guess what? I am gonna do rainbow order this time. So I'm gonna start again with my red marker. Red. Notice that if I want to make a bolder line, if I turn my marker so that the wider edge is against the paper, none of these markers want to stay where they are, I can make a bolder line that way. All right, I need to stop and really think. Yellow does not come next. Red, orange, yellow. And I think I'm going to turn my marker this way. I think I'll go around this way so I'm not drawing into myself. And kind of make a chunky mark. It really helps if you turn your paper as you go around your shape. Maybe your marks are larger than mine. Maybe they're small. You'll notice as you get to the edge that you're no longer going to be creating that same shape, whatever it is. So that's okay. Just continue to fill it in. Mine are kind of becoming curved lines. Don't worry about it anymore. Don't think of it as a shape. Just think of them as rows that you're creating.